Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
In rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All hard. Kings, they will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. Though we would have made cowardly kings, they will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings.
Just catch your ring.
Hard to admit that I used
just to be
natural light on a human face. Stands on fire in his roommate's face. Blooming addiction, a miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute. Drink Kool-Aid from a tube.
Fix your mama.
Joy to the poison, voice to the resin.
Joy on the poison, feel alright.
Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Here's the man who was a scoring machine last week, finishing with 3 rushing touchdowns in their win. Hard to imagine he'll be able to duplicate that performance in this one, but he'll give it a shot. It's the Redskins going up against the Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey as we say hello to Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's Week 3. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And his first pass is incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
They go play action. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Cousins now on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Play fake. Cousins surveying the field. Look at the time. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Second down, Cousins. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, Cousins finding time. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you get...
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And here come the Redskins now. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Here we go now. Blue line.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And on the ground they go with the running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Keenan Robinson. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The numbers comparison last week, really good game here. I don't know, he's not hitting the hole as fast as he was a week ago.
Do you get the sense that maybe,
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They go play action. Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's a gain of 5 on... Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Cousins. Caught on the right side. Reed. And he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
This is caught by Jackson. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Cousins. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go. Green 30.
Here's Cousins. Surveying the field. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. One last shot now for Cousins. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.